In this sponsored video, I'm going to tell you about Phemex. This exchange has been in existence since 2018, and like most exchanges, they have a bunch of features. And before we get going and I can show you everything that Phemex has to offer over here, for you watching this video right now, Phemex has a $150 airdrop by selecting the first link down in the description. You will qualify for a $150 airdrop to start futures trading. Phemex has been in existence since 2018, so they have gone through the trenches. It's a very reliable exchange. Some of the features include also they have over 400 pairs of altcoins that you can trade, and then also you can do futures trading, spot market trading. Here you can see they have moved $1.85 billion in volume in the last 24 hours. So you can see a high amount of liquidity, especially if you're trading with larger account sizes. And here you can also see 468 futures pairs to choose from to trade anything that you would like to trade from a crypto perspective here on Phemex. On the spot markets, they have moved 177 million worth in volume, and they have over 507 altcoins to choose from. They have trading bots and also Phemex lending protocols. Another cool feature about Phemex is that you can also leave stable coins inside of the exchange and earn a yearly yield of up to 7.27% per year on the coins that you invest here on the savings protocol. Right, so many features. They also have an app over here that you can download if you prefer to trade from your phone after you've done your analysis, maybe on your PC. So very versatile and a very mature exchange. Let's go through some of the features. Here you can buy some crypto. They have the one-click buy and sell. You can deposit fiat, basically the currency that you are using in your country. Like here in South Africa, we use the rand, so you can deposit rand or dollars or yen directly into this exchange. You can also use your credit or debit card and then do a direct transfer, then convert it into a stable coin, start trading on the exchange, and also peer-to-peer trading over here. Okay, they also have a list of all the markets that you can go through in terms of what they have available to trade with. Here is the futures trading that I'll take you through in a moment, where you can do some leverage trading. And the beauty about the futures trading is that you can trade to the upside and to the downside, which means if you believe that the price of a specific token or Bitcoin is going to fall, you can also make money to the downside. Here you've got spot trading. This is where you earn, where you can deposit some money and invest it and earn a yearly yield on that money. And then there's a lot more features, but I'm going to focus on the core features that this exchange has to offer. So the first thing we're going to go through over here is the futures trading platform. You select that and then it will open up the futures trading platform. And this is where you can do trading to the upside and to the downside using leverage. Okay, so here you will see you can also do basic technical analysis over here by selecting this little blue arrow here in the corner. It will open up the toolbar. So you can also do your technical analysis here on the exchange while you are doing trading. It comes standard with 3 moving averages, which you can remove if you want, or you can add other indicators to your liking as well. Then here in the top left corner is where you can go and select either Bitcoin or your favorite altcoin that you would like to trade. You can either select it here from the list, or you can type in Rune, for example, and then the Rune will pop up. You will see that there's 2 options that will usually pop up. The one is the futures option that you can trade here inside of the futures account, and the one is the spot option. Maybe you want to buy something and just hold it for the long term. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to stick here to Bitcoin, the king of the crypto. Okay, here you can see I'm on the 15-minute time frame, so you can also use the different time frames over here. Go to the daily time frame, whichever time frame is your favorite time frame to trade. And then here is where it gets really interesting. So you have cross and isolated margin. Isolated basically means if you open up a $100 position, it means that if price turns against you, you will only lose that $100 if your position gets liquidated. If you put it on cross and you have a $1,000 account and then you open up a $100 position, it will use the remaining balance, the $900 in your account, to compensate for the loss before you get liquidated. I usually recommend to my community to always use isolated, to let that specific position be isolated from the rest of your account, which then protects the rest of your account. So if you get that trade wrong, you only get that trade wrong and you still have the capital that remains after after that position gets stopped out or either liquidated. This is where you can go and change the leverage. You can see you can also select isolated and crosshair. I always recommend sticking to isolated. And here you can go up to 100x leverage, both from a longing perspective. This is if you want to play Bitcoin to the upside. You can increase the leverage up to 100x, which means that if you put a $1 trade here on Bitcoin and you select 100x, you are in essence playing with a $100 position. So it multiplies the position size by how many x's you put next to the amount that you're going to trade. And then here a little bit further down is for the short position. So you can have individual leverage settings on whether you're playing the market to the upside or whether you're playing the market to the downside. Once you confirm, you will then see a pop-up message that you just have to confirm again, and now your leverage will update according to what you have set the parameters at. Then a little bit further down is where you get limit, market, and limit conditional. From a simplicity perspective, I'm going to just quickly explain limit and market. Limit basically means that you can open up a limit order. So if you believe that the price is going to roll down here and maybe it's going to find a support here by the local lows that was created over here, and price is going to move down and bounce in this zone, you can then put a limit order, type the price of $72,630. You can type that price here in the limit order box, and it will place a line here on the chart with a limit order, so that when price gets there, it will then enter you into the long position to then take profits once price hits your profit taking area. Maybe you're planning to take profits here again by the highs. So that is basically in a nutshell how limit orders work. Also a little bit further down, after you've typed in your price with your limit order, you can either use the slider to say how much money you want to deposit into the position. You can say 100% of your cash, 10% of your cash, or you can go and physically type in the amount of money that you want to use. There's a Bitcoin option over there, and then there's always the USDT option as well. I prefer to use the USDT option so I know exactly how much cash I'm deploying into the position. A little bit further down, you also have a TP and an SL option over here. By selecting that box, this is where you can then type in where you plan to take profits, and this is your stop loss, where you will get out of the market if the price turns against your trade. And then the two most important buttons here at the bottom is it's a green button that says open long and a red button that says open short. If you plan to play the markets to the upside, meaning that you want to make profits as price is moving to the upside, you will open a long. If you select the red button over here, it then means that you want to take advantage of the market moving to the downside. You could, for example, enter at a higher level here at the top. Okay, and then you could take profits when price moves here to the downside. You will then select the short option. It gets you into the entry, and as price moves down, your take profit area will get hit and you will make money from this movement here to the downside. Then the second thing I want to point out over here is market order. This is my preference in terms of opening trades because I market execute 99% of my trades because I need to keep an eye in terms of how price is reacting at a specific level. So 99% of my trades are executed using market orders. What a market order does is if you select the market order and then you select the position size, make sure that your leverage is exactly where you need your leverage to be, and you open up a long, it will immediately enter you into the market where price is at the moment. So if I then open up a long over here from where price is, as it's moving up, I will start making profits. If I open a short from where price is right now and it moves to the downside, I will start making profits. You can also again select your TP and your SL. TP is basically your take profit. SL is your stop loss. This is where you plan to take profits. This is where your invalidation is, basically when the trade turns against you. And this is in a nutshell how the features account work over here. Also, once you've opened your position and with all the details will appear here at the bottom, where it will show you how much money you've deployed, how much leverage you've deployed, where is your estimated liquidation price if price turns against you, where it's either going to liquidate your entire account or the position if you select isolated over here, and that's And that's why I always recommend to play with isolated, just to protect the rest of your capital. And then you can also go and close all positions. There's a little blue button here in the right hand corner that says close all positions. So if you just want to get out of all of your trades, you would go in there, you would select this option and just close all of the positions, and then you can look for the next trading setup. Next on the list is spot trading. Spot trading is very straightforward. It's not as complex as leverage trading. Spot trading is basically you're buying something and you're most probably planning to keep it for a longer period of time. It's almost like investing. You buy something today and maybe you plan to leave it in there for the next 3 years. And this is where you can do spot trading either on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of your favorite altcoins. Here you can also go and select what you would like to buy. And here it will show you the price of the specific altcoin that you have selected. And this one works a little bit different, but it's a little bit more simplified. Here you have an option that says buy, and exactly the same that I've explained in the features account. You have a limit and you have a market. The limit is maybe you want to buy at a specific level. So you'll type in the amount, okay, over here. And then you will type in how much you want to buy from your account, or you can use the slider. I want to use 50% of my capital or 25% of my capital. You will then say buy, and it will buy you into the position. And here you can basically do spot trading for all of your favorite altcoins that you would like to hold for a little bit longer. Futures trading is more of a day trading, swing trading, or a scalping concept where you're consistently getting in and out of the market, playing the movements to the upside and to the downside. If you're more of a long-term investor, I would recommend that you stay and stick here to the spot trading section. Some of the other features, when you hover your mouse over these little icons here at the top, you can see that it brings up more options. And this is now where we just did the spot trading. You hover over spot and then you have spot trading here, the first option over here. But you will see there are many other features that you can go and explore and do research on and invest. You can convert from one coin to another coin. They have a launch pad, basically means that new tokens that's about to get launched will be launched via the launch pad, and you can get early access to get into a specific token. They have trading bots where you deposit a certain amount of cash and then the bots will do automatic trading for you. So a lot of features. This is the earn section where you can go and deposit money. If you deposit and hold ETH here, for example, you'll get 3.5% per year. They've got BTC savings. They've got USDC savings, which is a stable coin, and they've got USDT savings over here, 5% a year. So even if you do not plan to buy anything on spot or you don't want to do leverage trading, you can also put your money in here and earn some interest while it's waiting for you to do something with it. Then also, if you take your mouse and you hover it here over the deposit and this little icon over here, you can see it will show you your total assets that you have here inside of the exchange. This is a quick little action button where you can go and deposit money if you'd like to bring money into the exchange to start trading or spot trading. And then here is where you will go through the withdrawal process if you want to take money back out of the exchange. Maybe you've made a massive profit, okay, and you want to take some of the profits and go and spoil yourself. This is where you will go and withdraw that money. Back on the homepage here on the Phemex exchange, here in the middle is usually where they show you the biggest, latest events and campaigns that they are running. So it's always a good idea just to keep an eye on the latest events that they are running over here, and you can go and join and participate in some giveaways and awesome prizes by participating in these events here in the middle. So keep an eye on the homepage from time to time. Remember, you watching this video right now, a limited time offer. If you select the link down in the description, you will get a $150 airdrop to start trading with, just to get you well on your way. Maybe test out the exchange, use it towards fees, or make those insane gains from a trading perspective. And until the next one, cheers for now.